We're working developing news tonight. A Rhode Island judge puts the release of Raymond Beaver Tempest on hold.
Tempest has served 23 years behind bars for a murder he claims he didn't commit. Last month, a judge overturned his conviction, and last week he was granted bail.
Tempest could have been released today to home confinement, but the state's highest court wants more time to review the case.
Eyewitness News reporter Susan Campbell joins us live now with the developing details on a case we've been tracking for years.
The judge met with both sides here this morning soon after she issued an order of a stay order until the full court can consider the matter.
All right.
A man who spent more than 2 decades in prison for murder was set to be released on bail this afternoon. But State Supreme Court Justice Maureen McKenna Goldberg ordered a temporary stay. That means Raymond Tempest is still locked up in this medium security prison. In 1992, Tempest was convicted of killing Doreen Picard in this Woonsocket triple-decker a decade earlier. In July, the judge vacated the second-degree murder conviction.
There were constitutional violations of Mr. Tempest's due process rights that require this court to vacate his conviction.
Then last week, the judge granted bail. That's when we spoke with Tempest's loved ones.
For the first time in 33 years, I really feel like maybe justice is listening.
We're very happy, for the family, for my brother to finally get him home after all these years.
Today, the Rhode Island Attorney General's office declined to comment. But last month, Peter Kilmartin issued a statement saying, in part, "Clearly, we are disappointed in the outcome of this action and remain confident we will prevail on appeal." The full 5-member state Supreme Court will consider the bail issue and the state's motion to appeal next month. This afternoon, I reached out to Doreen Picard's father. He declined to comment on today's developments. Live with the Providence Mobile Newsroom, Susan Campbell, Eyewitness News.
New developments now on a decades-old murder investigation. A judge took up Raymond Beaver Tempest's case again today. His conviction was vacated last month and bail was granted last week, but today a judge put his release on hold. New at 6, a look ahead at the next step in the legal process. Eyewitness News reporter Susan Campbell joins us now live outside the state Supreme Court in Providence.
Both sides have a few weeks to file written motions. Then the justices will consider the matters on September 17th. Raymond Tempest has been in prison for more than 2 decades, convicted of killing Doreen Picard in Woonsocket in 1982. And though his conviction was overturned and bail was granted, he's still behind bars. Tempest was set to be released on bail this afternoon, but State Supreme Court Justice Maureen McKenna Goldberg ordered a temporary stay so the full court could consider the case.
It was decades of work by Raymond and his family, going through the evidence, gathering the stuff that the prosecutors and the police had suppressed and hidden.
Michael Kendall is Tempest's attorney. Last week, we spoke with him about what's next.
Either the Supreme Court will deny the state's appeal, we hope, and then if the state wants to go for a retrial, we're certainly ready to retry the case.
Today, the Rhode Island Attorney General's office declined to comment. But last month, Peter Kilmartin issued a statement saying, in part, "Clearly, we are disappointed in the outcome in this action and remain confident we will prevail on appeal." This afternoon, I reached out to Doreen Picard's father. He declined to comment on today's developments. Live with the Providence Mobile Newsroom, Susan Campbell, Eyewitness News.